Welcome to Growing Minds Through Stories, where wisdom meets storytelling. Unlock timeless lessons on finance, success, and life through powerful narratives from history to today. Ready to grow your...
Arjun was a young professional, full of ambition and energy. He had recently landed a good job at a reputable company, and his future seemed bright. He had a good job. He loved gadgets. Every new release caught his eye, and he couldn't resist the urge to buy the latest tech. New phone? He had to have it. Fancy clothes? Yes, please. Arjun lived for today. He believed in enjoying life to the fullest without worrying about the future. Saving money? That was for later. Arjun thought he had plenty of time to think about savings and investments. Arjun's friends thought he was cool. They admired his latest gadgets and trendy clothes. He always had the latest things. His friends often looked up to him for his style and tech-savvy nature. They didn't see the problem. To them, Arjun's lifestyle seemed perfect. Arjun used his credit card a lot. He saw it as a convenient way to get what he wanted without immediate consequences. He thought it was free money. The idea of paying it back later didn't bother him. He didn't think about the bills later. They were just pieces of paper that could be dealt with another day. Arjun's apartment was small. It was modest but filled with the latest gadgets and trendy decor. But his dreams were big. He envisioned a life of luxury and comfort. He wanted a bigger place, a spacious home with all the modern amenities, a faster car, more gadgets. Arjun's wish list was endless. He thought he had time to worry about money later. Life was a party. Arjun was the host. He loved being the center of attention. He didn't realize he was headed for trouble. The carefree spending was catching up to him. He was living beyond his means. The reality of his financial situation was far from his mind. The bills were piling up. Arjun was on a path that could lead to financial ruin if he didn't change his ways. Arjun's credit card bills arrived. He was shocked. The numbers on the statements were far higher than he had anticipated. He couldn't believe how quickly the debt had accumulated. How could he owe so much? It seemed like just yesterday he was making small purchases, but now the interest had ballooned his balance. He had ignored the statements, thinking he could handle it later. But later never came, and the bills kept piling up. Now the minimum payments were huge. Arjun felt trapped. Each month, the amount he owed grew larger, and he felt more and more suffocated by the debt. He used another credit card, hoping to manage the payments better. This one had a lower interest rate, which gave him a brief sense of relief. He thought he was being smart. He was wrong. The debt from the new card quickly added up, and he was back to square one. He was falling deeper into debt. The more he tried to manage it, the worse it seemed to get. Arjun started borrowing from friends and family. He felt ashamed. It was a temporary fix, but it didn't solve the underlying problem. He promised to pay them back soon, but deep down, he wasn't sure how he would manage it. He hoped things would get better. He clung to the belief that somehow he would find a way out. Arjun was living a lie. He didn't want anyone to know how bad things had gotten. He pretended everything was fine. Inside he was worried. The stress was taking a toll on his health and well-being. He needed a plan but didn't know where to start. The debt was overwhelming, and he felt lost. Then, the unthinkable happened. Arjun lost his job. The company was downsizing. He was in big trouble. No job meant no money. Arjun panicked. How would he pay his rent? What about his credit card bills? He had no savings. He was in serious debt. He felt lost and alone. Arjun hit rock bottom. He realized he couldn't ignore his problems anymore. He needed help. He needed a change. This was his wake-up call. Arjun knew he had to take control. He decided to face his financial demons. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to change his life. Section 4. Arjun's Comeback. A blueprint for financial freedom. Arjun started with a budget. He meticulously planned every expense, ensuring that every dollar had a purpose. This was the foundation of his financial comeback. He tracked every dollar he spent. By keeping a close eye on his expenditures, he was able to identify areas where he could save more. He cut back on unnecessary expenses. No more eating out, no more impulse buys. Arjun learned to differentiate between needs and wants, making sacrifices for a greater goal. Arjun sold his expensive gadgets. He realized that material possessions were less important than financial freedom. He paid off his credit card debt. This was a significant milestone as it freed up more money for savings and investments. He started small, using the Debt Snowball Method. By tackling the smallest debts first, he gained momentum and confidence. He paid off the smallest debt first, then moved to the next one. Each victory motivated him to keep going. Arjun found a freelance job. He worked hard, often late into the night. He saved every penny he earned, knowing it was a step closer to his goal. He built an emergency fund. This safety net gave him peace of mind, knowing he was prepared for unexpected expenses. He refused to go back into debt. Arjun was determined to maintain his newfound financial discipline. Arjun learned from his mistakes. He reflected on his past financial missteps and vowed never to repeat them. He started investing his money. Arjun educated himself on different investment options and began to grow his wealth. He learned about compound interest. This powerful concept allowed his money to grow exponentially over time. He was building a secure future. Every step he took was a brick in the wall of his financial security. He finally felt in control. Arjun's journey was challenging, but his perseverance paid off, leading him to financial freedom. Section 5. Taking control, building a brighter future. Arjun's life had changed. He was no longer drowning in debt. He was financially secure. He had peace of mind. He was happy. Arjun's story is a reminder. It's never too late to take control of your finances. Start today. Create a budget. Pay off your debts. Invest in your future. Don't wait for a wake-up call. Take control of your money now. It's time to build a brighter future. You can do it. Start small, but start.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel Growing Minds Through Stories.